Hello guys, and welcome to Brown Girl Diaries. Have you ever noticed how so many Indian girls apologize for things that are not even their fault? We say sorry for saying no, sorry for resting, sorry for not replying fast enough, sorry for choosing ourselves. And somewhere between being the good girl, the understanding girl, the adjusting girl, we completely forget how to protect ourselves because nobody taught us boundaries. We were taught to sacrifice, silence us, adjustment, but not boundaries. And that's exactly why so many Indian girls grow up feeling emotionally exhausted, people pleasing, guilty, anxious, and secretly resentful. In this video, we are going to talk about why Indian girls struggle with boundaries, how childhood conditioning affects us, why saying no feels dangerous, and most importantly, how to finally build boundaries without becoming cold or rude. Because boundaries are not attitude, they are self respect. Let's move on to the part 1 of the video. What even are boundaries? First of all, let's clear one thing. Boundaries are not being rude, acting arrogant, ignoring people, or becoming emotionless. Boundaries are simply this is what I'm comfortable with, and this is what I'm not comfortable with. That's it. That's it. Healthy people have emotional limits. Healthy relationship have limits. Healthy love have limits. But many Indian girls are taught that love means unlimited access. That if you truly care about someone, you should always be available, always understanding, always adjusting, always forgiving. And slowly we become women who feel guilty for protecting our own peace. Let's move on to the part 2 of the video, the good girl conditioning. Most Indian girls are raised with one invisible rule: be a good girl. And do you know what good girl usually means? It is don't argue too much, don't be difficult, don't speak loudly, don't hurt feelings, respect everyone, adjust, compromise, stay polite no matter what. And while kindness is beautiful, over-conditioning girls to be agreeable creates women who struggle to say no. And I was there, so I can feel it. And if you are there, I'm sure you have many sacrifices, and I hope you heal your trauma. If I upset people, I am bad. This is a kind of feeling we get when we say no. So, even as adults, we tolerate disrespect, over explaining ourselves, staying in toxic friendships, entertain emotionally unavailable men, and ignore our own discomfort just to avoid disappointing others. And honestly, a lot of Indian girls are not weak. They are simply overtrained to prioritize everyone else before themselves. When we come to the part 3 of the video, why saying no feels so scary. Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable saying no feels and how dangerous it feels? It feels like that I will break this relationship just by saying no. And sometimes your body literally becomes anxious because for many girls, saying no was never emotionally safe. When they said no, they were called rude, disrespectful, dramatic, selfish, arrogant, too modern, or too much attitude. So the brain feels if I set boundaries, people may reject me. And that is why so many girls laugh when uncomfortable, stay silent when hurt, reply when they don't even want to, and keep giving chances to people who drain them. not because they enjoy suffering, but because conflict feels more dangerous than self abandonment. Part 4 of this video says Indian girls are not taught to be liked, not disrespected. This is one of the biggest truths nobody talks about. Most Indian girls are raised to focus more on being liked than being respected. We are taught smile more, adjust more, don't seem mean, don't make people uncomfortable. So many girls become experts at emotional labor. They comfort everyone, understand everyone, listen to everyone, but who listens to them? And the saddest part is girls who finally start setting boundaries are suddenly called rude, egoistic, changed, selfish, or even disrespectful. Because people benefit from women who don't have boundaries. Believe me, this is the truth. This is the brutal truth of our society. A girl with weak boundaries is easier to control. So have your boundaries, stay strong, and never let anyone be disrespectful to yourself. And when we come to the part 5 of this video, how this affects relationships. Now let's talk about relationships. A lot of Indian girls confuse attention with love, sacrifice with loyalty, and emotional exhaustion with effort. They keep overgiving, over texting, over explaining, over forgiving, over waiting, hoping that one day they'll finally be chosen properly. But boundaries are what protect love from becoming emotional damage. Without boundaries, resentment grows, self respect just drops, anxiety increases, and relationships become emotionally consuming. And here's the truth, people treat you according to what you continuously allow. And when we come to the part 6 of this video, signs you struggle with boundaries. So, here are some signs. You feel guilty saying no. You fear disappointing people. You just over explain your decisions. And also, you tolerate disrespect to avoid conflict. Your answer messages even when exhausted. You just feel emotionally drained after social interaction. You struggle asking for what you need. You constantly feel responsible for other people's emotions. If these signs sounds like you are not broken. You were just taught emotional boundaries, and you will never have that emotional boundaries. And I will tell you how to start building boundaries. Now, the most important part, how do we actually change this? So, just stop over explaining yourself first of all. A boundary does not need a 10-minute justification. A no, I can't do that is enough. Believe me, if someone is asking you something, a no is enough. Learning to tolerate guilt. So, at first, boundaries will feel uncomfortable, not because they are wrong, but because they are new. And another one, watch who gets angry when you change. This is very important because some people only like the version of you that had no limits, no boundaries, and they can use you whenever they want, however they want. So that's very important, and you can find fake people by that. And protect your energy before protecting your image. You do not need to seem nice at the cost of your mental health. And practice small boundaries first, like you can just delay replies for your sake, for making yourself feel better, and saying no politely. Start saying no in small situations so that you can make a habit to it, and leaving conversations that drain you, and talking space. It is very important to take space without any guilt. Confidence is built in small moments. Understand this deeply. Kindness without boundaries becomes self-destruction. And boundaries do not make you less feminine. They make you emotionally mature. I am not saying to become cold with people. I'm just saying have some boundaries, and that would just lead you to respect. To people respect you more. Indian girls are just taught how to care for everyone else, but rarely taught how to care for themselves. And maybe that's why so many women look strong outside but feel exhausted inside. So, if you are learning boundaries right now, if you are finally choosing yourself, if you are becoming harder to manipulate, you are not becoming rude, my girl. You are just becoming emotionally healthy. And honestly, this is one of the most powerful things a woman can become. And if this video made you feel understood, send it to a girl who always put everyone else before herself. And I hope you liked the video. Subscribe for more such videos on confidence, feminine energy, emotional intelligence, and becoming the stronger version of yourself.